Welcome to another episode of the New Zealand Property Ladder podcast. I'm your host, Jean, and today we have Lawrence joining us today. How are you?
Good, thanks to you, Jean. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no worries. So it's true honor. You're pretty much a celebrity in real estate. So I've been seeing your videos all the time on social media. Just really curious, and your journey into real estate. So how's your week been? Must have been really busy, right?
The week's been really good with the new Limitless brand. So we've signed about 2 listings this week. Yesterday booked in another 7 appraisals and signed another listing yesterday, and been meeting about 2 or 3 agents just for recruiting. So my job's now, I'm a recruiter and I'm a real estate agent, and I'm shifting more into that recruitment management and just building the team and helping them achieve their goals with our systems that we've built in Limitless Real Estate.
That's amazing. And so by stepping into more of a management role, are you still going to do sales on the side, or are you going to slowly kind of give that to your team?
Right now, I'm probably going to be shifting them over to the team as quick as possible. So when I was with Ray White, I ran everything through the team and I was the lead agent. They were our team members selling them. So I'm trying to outsource that as quick as possible. Then I can leverage and scale the business by recruiting and focusing on training. So I'd like to stop selling soon and just refer it to everyone, but I'm going to still be selling right now to fund the marketing. If I can sell 10 properties, I can re-inject all that money into the business and just grow it in. Could be marketing, recruitment bonuses, and just helping people join and give them really good deals so we can support them to help them achieve their goals.
That's an efficient system. So I know there are the major offices, the major brands that we all know of, and we all, we came out of them too. So what makes your brand different to the other offices?
Yeah, very, very good question. So the reason I've opened Limitless Real Estate is I felt quite stuck in the traditional agency model, that they were taking a big, almost 33% cut of my net income over the year. And I felt that as we shift into the more digital side of the economy, when AI comes through, I believe that administration and even sometimes offices might not be needed or will not be needed in real estate. I look at major competitors. I look at Aristo. They've got 300 agents within 7 years, and they'll do 3,000 sales within a calendar year, which is massive. So I thought, what if I can create an agency where we can have higher fees, so similar to the traditional agencies, give the agents better splits, because we'll have one central office to manage the administration and back end, but we want to give them better splits. We've got higher fees, and then also give them a marketing system to scale their business. So we do a lot of investment into marketing with my team, and we grew so big because we invested in marketing. I wouldn't have been able to sell close to 80 homes last year in my 3rd year without having a marketing system. So I'm trying to duplicate that on other team members, because marketing is actually the easy way of real estate. You can do the hard way, which is just one phone call each client, or you can do the easy way, which is reinvest. You've got letters, flyers, Facebook, Google, digital, all these digital sides to bring in more leads. Because now I don't have to work. I've got the leverage. I can get all these leverage leads coming in. I get 4 or 5 phone calls every week, and it's just through marketing, and I don't need to do one phone call. So as a summary, we want to give agents more money. We want them to market their personal brand properly, so build their personal face brand, and also just give them really good systems and better splits to build Limitless.
That's great. I agree with you. Marketing is powerful. And I think we overlook that aspect when it comes to starting a real estate business, because as you mentioned, the old school way was phone calls all day, every day, whereas you're building a more smarter, efficient system where you actually essentially work smarter, not harder as well. And I think that's a really attractive offer to agents as well. Are you trading Auckland-wide? Does your company have a certain farming area?
Yeah, good question. So we are working currently in Auckland-wide, but we are expanding over to New Zealand. So right now I've got a central admin base in South Auckland in Manukau, and I'll be running my team and also a smaller team in that area. And then we're going to recruit agents over the whole of Auckland, similar to a digital style model, and then also over New Zealand. So our vision is to expand to 1,000 agents over the country. We do that one at a time, and we want to do that by giving them that admin support and expanding across the whole country. So I think that with the new technology right now, we don't need physical offices, and that enables us to do across the whole country, which is quite exciting.
That is exciting, especially with AI coming into play as well. What are
Mm.
your thoughts on that, actually? I'm just curious, with AI slowly coming into dominating the field, are
Yeah.
you following that trend as well with your office?
Yeah, AI is going to be a massive change in the industry. We are adopting it in terms of our systems processes. We want to do profile write-ups, if we want to do vendor reports, if we want to do a summarizing information or data analysis. So AI is used quite a lot in our systems, just making concise information very easy to understand. As we look into the next 2 years, we're most likely going to have an AI agent that will replace most administration, if not all, in the real estate field. So I think that's really powerful, because then our running cost is going to decrease. And that running cost, when it decreases, then that money is going to go somewhere else. It's going to go in the agent's pocket, it's going to go in marketing, or it's going to build the business. So, which is quite exciting.
It is indeed exciting, and you're also reducing the amount of fatigue as well when it comes to the physical side of working as well.
Mm.
And so, aside from that, you had a very impressive career in real estate, and it hasn't been that long, is that right?
Yeah, so I sold my first home 3 years ago and sold about 170 in 3 years.
That's incredible. So, you have a very good structure in place. What would you say is your secret sauce to making it very well oiled?
Mm. I've focused heavily on self-development, and the most important thing is skills. So the difference between myself and another agent that doesn't do many sales is the amount of skills that they have. So I've focused heavily on 60 minutes, sometimes even 120 minutes every day. I was trying to learn my skills and practice. I'd be watching videos, real estate videos. I'd be rehearsing. I'd print out the scripts. I'll practice them in the car. I'll record myself, turn the camera around. It'll be terrible. And I'll record myself and watch it again and again. And it's that consistency of practice, and also reading all the information and watching the videos, and then re-watching all the real estate training videos again. And the more times you watch the videos, the more you start to become like those agents and envision yourself like them. It's almost like putting on the Superman cape. If you want to be super strong, you just imagine, okay, I've got a Superman's cape on me, and then suddenly you've got a bit more power and energy. So they've done research studies where kids that almost envision themselves as a hero can achieve better clinical results just by envisioning themselves. So, and also trying to associate myself with the top agents. So I went and interviewed all the top agents and went to them just as a mentor session. I said, I'll get coffee for you, get lunch, want to go catch up with you, and just really dig into how they achieve their success. And then I just copied it. I was like, okay, you achieved success the quickest. I searched in the marketplace. I said, who achieved the success the quickest? And Josh Teslan hit 1 million his first year, 2 million second, 3 million third. He's up to 10 million now in GCI commission. So a lot of our system is similar to his, with the addition of Tom Panos and Josh Vegan and all morphed together. But it's just trying to copy the guy that got there the quickest, copy it. Because why would I copy another guy who's taken 10 years to achieve the goals that I want? I want to copy the guy who took 1 year or 2 years. So self-development, very hard work, 7 days a week, sometimes 60, 70, 80, sometimes 90-hour weeks, and a heavy reinvestment in marketing. I had very strong delayed gratification. So I was driving a $6,000 Kia car up until when I was writing $1.5 million commission, because all my money was either being saved or going back in the business. Making a lot of money, but I wasn't spending any. I was just building the business, because I know if I can build the business, if I can do 150 sales as quick as possible, that skill level is like unteachable. Once you know it, then you know it. Now you can do it again. So it's all about the skills.
I've been seeing your real estate courses online as well. I
Yeah.
think it was circulating around Facebook. What inspired you to start a real estate course?
So I wanted to share the system that I've learnt, and all of the systems I've learnt is actually from other people and trainers. So I just thought, well, I'm going to share my system and sell it. If I can make some money, that will be great. So we've sold it to, I think, 25 to 30 people. They found really good value from it. And it's just a duplicate of what's achieved my success. So I think the digital side of things is very easy to share all that knowledge, because then I don't have to spend 15 hours teaching someone all of my systems. I can say, watch my course, watch it 2 or 3 times, and your questions will be asked. So it was more of a test exercise, and I think I'll do another one and redevelop it and make a better one. But right now, it's build the business and mentor the agents right now.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
That's it.
Do you plan to do any live seminars at some point as well?
I think that's a really good idea. And live videos are very uncut. It's really good to connect with people. So once we've got our systems we're probably 95% ready to hit the ground running in terms of all of our systems. The live videos or even Facebook and Instagram live, that's one thing that I'm looking into quite seriously. I've done a few of those in recently just as a bit of trial run, but that's where leverage can occur. If I can teach to 100 people build their businesses over Zoom, then I can connect myself to the whole of New Zealand or the whole of Australia, the whole of the world, just through that live video. So I believe that's very powerful, and that's on the agenda. It's on the to-do list.
On the to-do list, maybe for 2026.
That's it.
Let's manifest that. And so before real estate, what were you doing?
I grew up in South Africa, spent 20 years there, then moved to New Zealand with the family, and I finished up my honours degree in property. So I got a 4-year property degree. And then I thought, all right, I need to get some sort of property industry experience. And I joined as a property manager. So I did commercial management and residential at the same time. And I still had a bit of social anxiety. I grew up with bad social anxiety, public speaking for about 2 years to get over it, which helped a lot. Now it's all gone. The commercial management, after a year and a half, it was tough work. Property management is like problem management every day. It's very like thankless tasks. And then I read Grant Cardone's book, and he said, if you want to like sales success, and sales is the number one place to make a lot of money, and sales is the most common industry for all the billionaires in the world. So I thought, I want to be a billionaire one day. Sales is quite a good option to go into that. So then I did commercial sales for 8 months during COVID, and I didn't sell any property, and I made no money for 8 months. And I did about 8,000 cold calls. I was paired up with a mentor that was doing $50,000 to $60,000 income, and it just wasn't. I think he was more on the outward trajectory of his career, which look, it is what it is. I didn't pair up with the right mentor, and I was learning the wrong skills. Trying to do the work, COVID didn't help, and then with all the vaccination policies, they decided, all right, so I'm a risk to society, because I said, no, I'm not going to get vaccinated right now. I'm just going to hold back for a few months, just see what's happening over here. And they said, all right, risk to society. So I said, okay, well, I'll just take a pause and work somewhere else. So then took a pause for a few months, worked with a friend. We were doing some property trading. And then I joined Ray White as things were cooling down with COVID. And then they realized, okay, no, we're not all going to die. And then I joined Ray White, and then 5 months of no sales, almost went broke, spent all my money on marketing. And when I had $7,000 left of money, I was like down to the bare bone. I got the first sale sold with another agent. I took him to it. He helped sign it up, sold that one. And then within the next 1 month, I sold 5 properties unconditional. I did about close to $100,000 commission in 1 month. And then I just worked 7 days a week for the next year and sold like 50 homes that next year.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I just listened to an hour documentary.
Thank you.
And so you mentioned mentorship, and you also mentioned that you started off with a mentor and you weren't compatible with the first one.
Yeah.
What would you say that if someone's starting out in real estate,
Yeah.
what would be the number one advice you would give to them when they're looking for a mentor?
I'd say look at their results. Look at their numbers. How many are they selling? What is their results as a real estate agent? Like, if the numbers don't lie. If a person has been in the industry for 10 years and they're only selling 12, 15 properties, then something's not working well. That's maybe not the mentor you want to be with. And it depends on your goals. Do your goals align with their results? And if your goals do align with their results, that's a great mentor. That's great, because that's what you want to achieve. But if their goals are not aligned with if their results are not aligned with your goals, then you have to realize, okay, well, maybe we need to choose someone else. Maybe it's better to choose someone with massive results, because then even if you hit half of their goals or half of their results, you've still hit yours. So I'd say look at the results, look who you connect with, and then also realize that a lot of the knowledge and self-development skill needs to come from your own practice and work. A lot of people said, my team leader's not training me. He's not giving me the training. The team leader's supposed to give you direction, and they give you resources. And then you go and watch the videos. All the videos are there. All the secrets to write $1 million in commission are right there. You just need to open the app and watch the videos and then take notes and practice. And that's the boring work. No one really wants to do that. It's not exciting. It's not fun. It's not selling a home. You get the adrenaline pump. But it's that boring work, it's not urgent, but it's very important. And if you just focus every day on all those urgent tasks, the urgent and important, you'll never do the non-urgent important tasks, which really that you need to do to build the business in the long term.
It really truly proves that all the behind the scenes work that nobody sees is what actually drives the results as well. And so it's good to do the hard work, right?
That's it. No one's going to be cheering for you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
No one's cheering for you. I was at the office last night till 10:30 p.m. I was up. I went to sleep at 12, woke up at 5 a.m., went to MMA, did some practice fighting, and slept 5 hours. But David Goggins would say, Merry Christmas. Go again. Sleep some more the next night.
Go again, sleep for 5 hours and do it again the next day.
That's it. I'll get some more sleep this night. I'll catch up. Sleep's very important. It's not good. 7 to 8, that's the goal.
Glad to hear that. How do you keep your team aligned with your goals?
When I was with Ray White, our team, we would focus on accountability. So every day we'd be looking at how many calls are we doing, how many people are we speaking to, how many appraisals are we booking in, how many meetings have we done in person. Because the only determinant of success of real estate agents is how many in-person appointments are you doing with a potential seller. And the most successful agents in the whole industry are having more in-person appointments, least successful. So we just look at our numbers and we say, look, how many people are you seeing in person? So we're seeing on average 13 in-person appraisals every week. That was our average. We had to book in 20 for those. The rest of the people reschedule or cancel, but then we see 13 on average. So we see around 600 in person, and that would result in 120 listings over a 1 year period. And we'd sell, let's say we sell 80 of them. And that results in $1.9 million commission. So when we look at the associates, is keep them accountable with the number of calls, appraisals. Are they doing 60 minutes of self-development training every day? A lot of people know what to do. We just need to remind them. Often we don't need to be taught new information. It's just we need to be reminded that we need to be doing it. Remind. Because we always forget. Yeah, I've got busy. Okay, yep, let's get reminded. We need to do our calls today. Okay, cool. Having that reminder is really important. As a leader, us humans always forget all the time.
What bad habits do you commonly see within agents based on your experience?
There's a few bad habits in the morning. So when you are fresh, you've had a good rest the whole night, you are the most ready to take action, and you can do the hardest tasks in the morning. So in your day, you should always be doing that. Eat the frog first. Do the hardest tasks possible, because the rest of the day gets really easy. So a lot of agents get distracted. They either go on social media, they do emails, they do easy tasks which feel good because you do it and you feel good. But at the end of the day, that doesn't move the business forward. What moves the business forward is getting rejected maybe 20 or 30 times in the morning and booking one potential appraisal in there to then sell that property in 3 months' time. So those are the tough things. So the people where they work on the wrong prioritized task. The priority is actually a singular form. It's actually one thing. People think priority, I've got 10 different priorities to do. No, it's actually priority should be one. And it should be focused on what is the one most important task. If that is true and we do that, we'd be successful. The one thing is more appraisals is more money. So most people would say, oh, I'm doing emails. That's work. I'm doing buy emails. I'm doing Facebook. And then also watching an interesting video on dopamine. If you watch these short form content videos early in the day, you trigger so much dopamine through your day that sometimes doing hard tasks at the end of the day is very tough to do because you've used up all your dopamine. So it's use those high dopamine videos, which is shorts and reels. Maybe at the end of the day, you can use it as a reward. So do those hard tasks first and not just waste time in the morning. And I'd say just general health and focus. A lot of agents don't prioritize their health, like trying to do 30 or 60 minutes. Try to do 30 minutes a day of exercise. The bare minimum, try to do 5-minute exercise. So if I'm late for work, I'll say, okay, I'm going to do a 5-minute exercise, 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, 20 jumping jacks, 20 squats, get the heart rate up. It's taken 5 minutes. I've done my bare minimum for the day. And then you feel good. I think that's really important. Trying to eat clean, exercise, sleep, most of the time enough. And then that makes you feel good. Because when you feel good, then you can get rejected by other people. Because sales, we have to get rejected. If you're not getting rejected, you're not moving forward. And then you feel a bit better through the day. And then once you've booked in those appraisals, you build momentum. Other problems that I see with agents is they don't leverage their business early enough. So they'll sell, let's say they sell 10, 15 homes in the year. They don't get administration support. They feel, I need to do it. It needs to be good. Whereas you'd rather get someone to do it as 80% as good as you. Because 80% as good as you is 100% awesome. Versus you have to do all of the administration tasks. So outsourcing that admin task, and then once you can get up to 15, 20 sales a year. Right, let's get an associate. Let's start to train someone up, take some of the buyer viewings off our hand, and book in more appraisals. So start to build that super team for leverage. Because at the end of the day, most people want time, money, and a fulfilling role. So by having that team, that helps give you a bit more time. The team helps give you leverage, more money. And then you also help build other people's income and wealth and development, which is also fulfilling. I think that's quite powerful in real estate, is to build that team environment. And it's a team sport. You work in a team, and it's a lot better than just running around as a solo person.
That's actually really good because I've been in teams before and I'm new to becoming an independent agent. It's been a few months or so and really different. It's really difficult as well, but it's so rewarding. But when you're in a team, it's so important to have structure. And I think before even joining a team, I think it's good to review that team structure as well and what a typical day-to-day looks like as well. From my experience, not too sure if you agree. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, day to day is very important, having the structure. I'd say the first half of the day, you try structure that as well as you can. You have your set prospecting time. You've got to maybe set admin time to do a bit of admin, and you've got a set time of goal planning and the whole plan for the day. After 12 p.m., you've got some meetings that come up. There's other crazy stuff happens. You've got to sort out, put out fires. So that's very normal. As a real estate agent, if you can structure the first half of the day and then the other half of the day is unstructured and more free-for-all, that's a completely normal business. And some agents think that that's, oh, I'm so unstructured, I don't know how to do things, but that's a completely normal business. And there's always, you have to roll with the punches. Like yesterday, I had a appraisal call. The guy said, look, I've got 3 new builds. It's not selling. I have to sell them. And I said, okay, cool. When do you need to get them sold? As soon as possible. Okay, we'll do an appraisal today. We'll go see you in about 3 hours. He came in the office. We did an appraisal. So just trying to be flexible with clients. Another important thing with salespeople is the more flexible you are with meetings, the more money you'll make. Because if you're available through more times of the day, you working with the client's meeting times a lot easier, less chance to cancel, less chance to ghost you, because now you're working in with the time that really works for them. If they're only free at 9 p.m. and you go at 9 p.m., you've got the upper hand versus all other agents who can't go at 9 p.m. So it's having that flexibility in your schedule to work with clients. So I've done appraisals up till I've been in a house at 12 p.m. at night doing an appraisal.
Wow, how was that?
It was great. It was great.
Did you get the listing?
We didn't get the listing, no, but I think they'll sell eventually and maybe we'll get the listing, but it's a relationship building exercise. So they gave me a bit of food and then we did the appraisal and had a good chat afterwards. But being available for the clients more often, it's not hard work. We're not digging a hole. We're actually just connecting with another person and getting to know their life and family. And it is part fulfilling because you're also trying to solve problems with them and work through problems that they have and trying to solve them with them.
That's really good advice. And speaking of advice, what would you give to someone that's just starting out in real estate?
If you're starting out in real estate, try and interview a few different people and just see which type of mentor you can get associated with. If you can't get associated directly with a mentor, then it's trying to be in an office where there's people that have achieved goals that you want to achieve. Download the Real Estate Gym, which is the Tom Panos platform, or Josh Fegan. Tom Panos has got a platform of around 200 agents that are all $1 million writers, and he just interviews them on a podcast style. And then you can just watch all those. You just pay monthly membership, you watch all those agents, and you get all these different ideas, and you start to see the patterns of what creates a successful agent. So I'd say those self-development platforms are really good. Try pair up with an agent that's achieved goals that you want. Consume information. I'm starting to share more knowledge on my YouTube and my social media. I'm just posting knowledge to create value, because if I can create value for them, build up their knowledge, maybe in the future they want to work with my company in Limitless. If they don't, that's fine. But the long-term value, if I can create long-term value over 1,000 people, maybe there's a good chance they want to work with me in the long term.
Fair enough. And speaking of social media, where is the best place for us to connect with you?
Social media, I've got Instagram, I've got YouTube. You can just type in Lawrence Kenyon-Slade, and also Facebook. So those are the top 3 ones. And I've also got a Spotify with a few podcasts over there. Not as many as you do.
And because you're starting your real estate company, you're looking for more salespeople?
That's it. We want to grow to as big as we can. So we want to try and get to 50 agents as quick as possible. That'll be the first milestone. And we want to expand across the whole country. So we're looking at any agent or team that is doing $200,000 commission or more. The reason we're doing $200,000 commission or more is because those guys have got momentum, and I feel I can work with them to take their skills up to the next level a lot easier. If someone's doing less than $200,000 and they feel like their wheels are spinning, they really need to try to find some sort of team environment or mentorship or maybe a partnership, and then they'll be able to work with us as a company. We're working with more higher level performing agents, so it does mean that sometimes it takes longer to grow the company, but we have longer potential because we've got people that are stable and running good businesses, which is very exciting.
Yeah, indeed. That's a very nice setup. So you heard it, everyone. He's looking for more salespeople. Thank you so much for coming here today, Lawrence. It's been an absolute pleasure hearing your side of real estate as well. And it's so exciting to see that your company is now everywhere. I see it all over my social media.
Very good. Thank you so much.
That means your marketing is working. Thank you so much, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe and follow Lawrence on social media as well. Well, that's it. See you next time. Bye.